This is the pure definition of mismanagement of public funds. Cameroon will pay a huge 1.2 billion francs to the former coach of the Indomitable Lion, Antonio Conceicao. This is terrible, and this many civil society leaders condemn, especially Barrister Abobala. And today on TFA Talking Point, we are going to talk about it because this is something we mentioned one time ago, that the government of Cameroon is spending a lot of money on entertainment at the detriment of the people of Cameroon, at the detriment of the things of necessity. Cameroonians are staying in darkness without electricity. Cameroonians are dying because of poor poor healthcare system. Cameroonians are illiterate because there are no schools. There is no road and no drinkable water in Cameroon. But the government of Cameroon, under the leadership of President Paul Biya, they are spending billions on sport and entertainment. That you can only entertain yourself when you have more than enough. You cannot entertain yourself at the detriment of food, water, and electricity. So today on TFA Talking Point, we are going to look into that the government of Cameroon, through the Secretary General at the presidency, Ferdinand Gongo, it gave a letter to the Ministry of Finance to instructing the Ministry of Finance to pay 1,850,895.89 euros, equivalent to 1,212,000 12 million, 1,212,336,810 francs to the former coach of the Indomitable Lion, because there it terminated his contract and he took the case to FIFA and at the court of the World Football Federation. They decided that Cameroon will pay him this amount of money. And Cameroon must pay it. And then the ministry already ordered that they should pay the money urgently. This is terrible. Money from the taxpayer money. A country where there is no road, where there is no electricity, where there is no drinkable water. This money, they could have used this money to even link a route from maybe that will link Cameroon to Akwaya directly. Not that they will go from Cameroon to Nigeria before coming back to Akwaya, the same in Cameroon, or to Furawa. But they decided to misuse this money. It was to be avoided. I presented the videos. I say at this stage in Cameroon, they do not need to spend anything on sport. Many people came under that videos and say, no, sport is something all countries, it entertains the youth. Yet it entertains the youth. But at this point, the taxpayer money should not be used. Countries that are involved in sport are countries that have given everything to. And then they are using money raised by the sport. If it is football or handball or volleyball or basketball, they raise the money. Lovers of football raise that money to their team. That is what is happening in all the European leagues that you are hearing. It is not funded by the country. It is not. So you go and you do not have anything. If you look the present coach in Cameroon, the money they are paying him, it can pay, that money can pay more than, for 1 month, that money can pay more than 200 Cameroonians for 1 month. But they are giving it to one individual. It's football and sport in general. They are not producing anything. They are liability to a nation. They don't bring any profit and any reward. Because if you look into it, that for 5 times that the government, football, the national football thing in Cameroon has came back home with the Africa Cup of Nations. For all the 5 times, if they ask you as a Cameroonian, point something that they used the money that they came back with and developed a part of Cameroon, or even construct a road or drinkable water or whatsoever in Cameroon, you will not point to anyone. There is no one that they have done for 5 times that they won the Africa Cup of Nations. But they keep on spending. If you ask the government, the Olympic Stadium, the Japuma Stadium, all the stadiums in Cameroon, they borrow money to build. Meaning the money they usually have from winning or participating in any AA football, they usually distribute it among themselves. Yet they will take the taxpayer money and be sponsoring them, giving them luxurious life at the detriment of the remaining population. It is something that we have to stop it, because this is wasted and mismanagement of public funds under the leadership of President Paul Biya at the detriment of Cameroon.